Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. We'll wait for everybody that was on the Foxy Friday live stream to join us back over here. This is day one again of the Clairvoyance extravaganza, the free live stream event, discovering your clairsenses. So as you may have heard, some of my videos got censored and deleted, and so I'm having to re-record all 5 videos, the first 5 videos, but I'm super excited about it. It's gonna be amazing. The content's gonna be even better than it was the first time. Streaming, which is super annoying. Yeah, hi again, hi Sarah. So yeah, we're just gonna do this damn thing again. We're gonna do 7 or 8 or something more days of free content. It's going to be amazing. I have the beautiful and amazing Aaliyah Dawn joining me for some of the content this week. This is literally going to be completely crazy because I'm doing the final Q&A literally while I am at the airport waiting for my flight to move to Bali. So the timing was crazy, but it worked out perfectly. So we're just going to do this damn thing all week while I'm packing. I'm gonna try to get myself together, but it's gonna be ridiculous because I'm packing up my house and we're gonna be moving furniture and all this stuff. So, but I am, oh, Dayton, I love you. Oh my gosh, lady. That picture of you on your horse was amazing. Okay, so we are, we're gonna be, hey Joyce, we're gonna do this damn thing. We're gonna make it bigger and better than before. Yes, can we please get lunch next week before I go? I would love that. Let's do it. You have my number still, right? Private message me on Facebook if you don't have my number, but if you do have it, just send me a message. But if you don't, private message me on Facebook and I'll send you my number and we'll coordinate. I would love to go to lunch with you next week. Love, 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 love. Okay, sounds good, love. So, Hafida, hello. Hi, Beth. Hi. So hi to everybody who's joining. We're gonna do it bigger and better, right? Bigger and better than ever before. We may even have some giveaways and stuff. I don't know. Just depends on how excited I am to be leaving, to be moving out of this country to go to Bali. Just crazy timing, but I constantly am speaking about divine guidance and taking inspired action and taking the action whether you think it's what you need to do or not. And I'm going to be talking more about surrendering free will because it's something that I've been talking about in my soul alchemy program. But this, deciding to serve spirit, deciding to serve and step fully into my gifts and what that means for me as far as surrendering my free will and actually taking that divine guidance and actually taking the inspired action versus doing what I want to do is what led to this live stream event extravaganza happening again for the second time. So I'm not doing an opt-in this time. I'm literally just going to do the videos live on my page. I'm sending out emails to my email list with the schedule. So hopefully those on my email list won't get too annoyed. I'm going to send out daily emails for the next 8 days or whatever. I don't email a ton. So if you want to unsubscribe, then I guess that's your business. But, I'm just going to send the emails to everyone and not worry about the whole opt-in thing because it's a pain in the ass. So, yes. If you already know that you want in on Spiritual Gifts Intensive and you were wondering, I literally have had so many people reaching out going is this a sign? Because I wanted to sign up and I didn't, and now you're doing it again and now it's reopened. Is this a sign? If you're feeling like it's a sign, it's a sign. Do what resonates with you. I will drop a link so that you can sign up tonight if you are ready to do the damn thing. The group is already going. I'm extending it by 3 weeks so that the women that are joining are going to get the full 12 weeks, but we're already going strong in that group. So if you're ready to sign up after tonight, do that damn thing. Talisa signed up. She's in there. Do the damn thing. Get in the group. And take advantage of all the amazing content that's happening now. Because it's badass group of women, and it's gonna just be amazing. Okay, so should we jump into clairvoyance? That's what we're talking about tonight. I feel like we haven't had many shenanigans. We haven't been shenaniganing here. It's possible because Mallory's not here. No one's shenaniganing. Hell yes, we are. What? Oh, badass. Yes, you all are. You are so badass. Okay, well, since no one wants to do shenanigans, we'll jump right in and do the damn thing. The Claire blah blahs. So some of the ladies in the group call the Claire senses the Claire blah blahs. So, welcome to this live stream event. I'm going to just kind of briefly review all the Claire senses so you know what we're going to be covering, and I'm not actually going to re-record. Well, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But as of right now, I'm planning on covering the material that was lost in the first 5 live streams. And then we're adding in the mediumship. We're adding in the mediumship module, and we're adding in the channeling module. And so, but depending upon how the live streams go, I may like put some together, and I may end up covering all 10 in this free live stream event again. Kind of gonna depend on how I feel. The other 3 videos, the last 3 videos are still available on my page, so you can watch those after if I don't end up covering those. Okay, the clairsalience video, Joyce, is still available on my page. That one did not get deleted, so it's still available on my page. It's also still available in the group. So I shared that video into the Facebook group for the Spiritual Gifts Intensive, which you are in, so you can go and find that video in there. So here are the Claire senses, and just so that you have an overview again of like what they are. So clairvoyance, clear seeing, clear cognizance, clear knowing, clear audience, clear hearing, clear empathy, emotional feeling, clear sentience, physical feeling, clear tangency or clear taction, same thing, clear touching, clear salience, clear smelling, clear gustance, clear tasting, clear eloquence is intuitive communicating, and then there's clear essence, which is like the Claire of all clairs, which is literally like higher ascension, incorporating all the clairs. And yes, Beth is a Claire know-it-all. So everyone has them all. Some may only show up a few times in your lifetime, but everybody has all of these gifts, with the exception of Claire essence, right? Because that's kind of like the Claire of Claire when you've got them all dialed in, you're ascending, Claire essence. But they may only show up a few times in your life, but you are capable of manifesting, developing, and learning to control all of these gifts. It just depends on your willpower, right? Like it depends on how much work you're willing to do, how much practice you're willing to do. You know, there are a few of them where I say like, this one's very difficult to this one's kind of like, if you have it, you have it, because it's difficult to develop. But again, like with anything in this space, if you put your mind to it, if you are willing to exert the effort and the energy that it takes to develop these gifts, you are actually able to develop every single one of these. So, clairvoyance. The word clairvoyance literally means clair, clear, voyance, vision. So it literally translates as clear vision. And that is what it is, clear seeing or clear vision. It is one of the easiest to develop with practice. It is one of the most common, and it also can be one of the most disturbing when it begins to come on, because it can be very alarming when you're experiencing precognition, where you're having visions of things that are going to happen, or you experience postcognition, where you're having visions of things that have happened. Sometimes this gift shows up as a mini movie, so it can be very jarring to people when this gift begins to show up for them. So it's also known as psychic seeing, ESP, extrasensory perception, the sixth sense, second sight, telepathy. Like those are some other words for clairvoyance. It is literally the ability to see beyond the surface, to see with a deeper knowing and understanding. Hi, Gina. Hi, Carrie. Extrasensory impressions and or symbols via mental images seen via your mind's eye or your third eye. So that is how you experience clairvoyance. Extrasensory impressions and or symbols via mental images seen via your third eye or your mind's eye. So here are some signs that it may be emerging in you. Tingling in the third eye, visions of future events, seeing things out of the corner of your eye, also seeing stars. So that star thing that happens, if that's happening to you frequently, that can be a sign that clairvoyance is coming on. Vivid or recurring dreams, and very strong visual skills. So literally like being able to paint a picture with your words. So visual, and it's like kind of the visual and the vocal together there, but that's a sign that you may have clairvoyance if you have that. So how does it show up? It shows up via visions, vivid dreams, images like photographs or mini movies. We talked about that. Seeing people's auras. People that see people's auras are clairvoyant. Seeing other beings from other dimensions or other beings here on this planet or people who have crossed over is a sign of clairvoyance. Seeing other or parallel dimensions. So being able to see into parallel dimensions. And premonitions, so which is also known as precognition, seeing into the future. So clairvoyants often have the ability to see the past, which is postcognition, or the present with clarity in knowing. So they literally have the ability to know like why something happened or why something is going to happen in the future. So, and it's often paired with very, very strong claircognizance, which is my most dominant gift. It's a little bit tricky, clairvoyance, because it often feels like your imagination, like you're imagining something. And so it can be hard when this starts to come on strong for people in the beginning, because people who are clairvoyant were often told as children that they had amazing imaginations. And so when they begin to see the pictures or the images, it literally will take them doing the research to find out that that thing actually happened, or the thing to come to fruition in the future, right? So clairvoyance is often very strong in people who are visual, who daydream easily and frequently. So if you were a kid who got in trouble all the time for daydreaming in school, there's a chance that you have clairvoyance. You see solutions to problems. So you literally can visualize the solution to a problem when a problem occurs. You have a great sense of direction in that you can see the way. You're very good at visual spatial problems, solving visual spatial problems. So you can pack the shit out of a car or a dishwasher. Like I can literally Tetris a car and a dishwasher like nobody's business. And clairvoyance isn't one of my dominants, but it definitely is there for me. So people who are clairvoyant are really good at assembling furniture. So like if you have a friend who's clairvoyant and you're trying to put together a IKEA furniture that has like 352 million parts, get your clairvoyant friend over, because they're going to be able to see how the furniture fits together and then help you put it together. They're really good at mazes and puzzles. Again, they just have the ability to see where things go. So how does it work? How does clairvoyance work? I love this quote. Unfortunately, I don't know where it's from. I would love to quote the source, but I don't know where it's from, but I love this quote. So to reach into another vibrational frequency and visually perceive with the mind's eye something in that realm. So to reach into another vibrational frequency and visually perceive with the mind's eye something in that realm. So it's literally being able to see without using your physical eyes or eyesight, and being able to see beyond the limitations of space and time. So it transcends, clairvoyance transcends space and time. It's most often the strongest when you're in a meditative state, in between sleep and awake, or a meditative state, but many also experience it in a waking state. They'll just simply have visions, or it will come as they're just in a waking state doing something completely unrelated, though it's most often strongest and common in that between sleep and wake state and in meditation. So how do you develop clairvoyance? Meditate. Like literally it's all the clair senses, right? Meditation is the gateway drug to learning the clair senses. Woo. I'm gonna take a drink because I've been talking like crazy. Visualizations. So meditate, visualizations. The other thing that you can do is activate your pineal gland. There's a million meditations on YouTube to teach you or help you activate your pineal gland. So I literally recommend you go to YouTube and put in activate pineal gland, listen to the video for 5 minutes, make sure the person doesn't bug the shit out of you, their voice, and then do the meditation. There's so many resources online, right? So like I said, this gift is most often brushed aside as imagination, wishful thinking, wandering of the mind, and daydreams. Because most psychic senses are housed in the same side of the brain as imagination, the right side of the brain, that's actually where your psychic senses kick in. And so as a result, we oftentimes, when we're experiencing these things, we just brush them aside, or we're like, oh, that's not really what that is. I'm not really gifted. It's this, right? This gift is not always strong at first. Sometimes it comes on and it's very, very subtle. And you'll begin to see just snapshots, or, you're not getting a full picture. You'll have a portion of it. So that's not uncommon. But again, it's one of the easiest to develop when you have the appropriate tools. So if you're getting frequent headaches, losing vision or moments of blurry vision, so losing vision or moments of blurry vision, or getting headaches, or seeing colors or seeing stars frequently, it's really a sign that you have the ability to develop this gift. But it is subtle. So don't get frustrated. Don't give up. It often takes quite a bit of time and practice to fully develop this so that you're getting the full mini movie, or you're getting the full snapshot of understanding exactly what these pictures and images are that are coming to you. Sometimes it's simply a symbol, and then you have to use claircognizance to interpret what the symbol is. Often these gifts work in conjunction, and we're going to talk more about that as we move through the other gifts. So don't get frustrated, because in the beginning it may not make sense to you at all. And you may just be like, why do I even have this gift? Because I can't figure out what the message is that I'm supposed to be getting. And it often will show up literally you'll be frustrated because you're like, what is this? Is this it feels like it's a game of charades, some kind of puzzle that you have to get all the pieces to put together to figure out. Very, very common. And like I said, it often shows up in symbols. So for example, it may show up as a wedding ring, and it's indicating that somebody's going to be engaged, or that there's going to be a wedding that happens. Or you may get an image of a birthday cake, which represents somebody's birthday coming up, right? So it takes time and practice. 2 ways that you can develop this gift right now that are super fun. This one's really fun to develop. Clairvoyance is a fun one. So play that childhood game of memory. Memory is an amazing way to develop clairvoyance. In fact, there are cards called Zener cards. And if you're already in the Spiritual Gifts Intensive, we're going to talk about this week. And I'm going to give you some resources for getting some Zener cards, because Zener cards are very similar to this game of memory. And this is one of the ways that you develop your clairvoyance. The other thing is create a dream journal. Pay really close attention to your dreams, because often these images and messages are coming to you in your dream state. So those are kind of the 2 things that you can do. Play the memory game and do a dream journal, and just start notating everything you can remember. Now, I will tell you this. Dream memory is stored in your spinal column. So you want to keep your dream journal on your nightstand. You want to grab your notebook, pull it over and write everything that you can remember prior to sitting up. Once you sit up, you begin to lose that dream memory. It's a thing. So if you want to start the dream journal, don't sit up before writing down everything you remember when you wake up. So clairvoyance, this is the live stream on clairvoyance. One of the most common, but actually one of the least understood of the gifts. So I would love to hear from you. Who has this gift? How is it showing up for you? Wow, that went fast. The previous live stream lasted an hour because we were doing so many shenaniganing, and I broke that down. I got that out there for you. Clairvoyance. Okay, so who has clairvoyance that's on this live stream right now? Who has clairvoyance, and how does it show up for you? I am going to, or who thinks they might have clairvoyance? Maybe you don't know, but you think you might. Kimberly has clairvoyance, okay. I tested you, right? I tested you, yes? Or I tested, that was the one that you should work on developing, right? And learning to control. That was the one that tested strong for you in the Spiritual Gifts Intensive. I have very vivid dreams and recurring dreams when I need to make changes in your life. Yes, so that is clairvoyance showing up for sure. I've had a vision. I've had signs of this gift when I was about 19. I had a vision that I was in an accident with a truck. Years later, I was in an accident with an 18-wheeler. Yep, so that's clairvoyance. I'm clairvoyant. It shows in dreams, precognition, and the past and future knowing the most. So you have pre and post cognition, Sarah. Okay. I have been a huge daydreamer and have vivid dreams. Awesome, Talisa. Is that one that we're focusing on for you? I can't remember. Extremely vivid dreams, very random. Interesting. So, this gift is one that, it's interesting because we learn to develop it, we learn to control it. Often Spirit will send us the messages this way. It's not like we're necessarily asking for the messages, but the messages will come when we need to know something or when we need to tell somebody else something. So it's not necessarily like, I have clairvoyance, show me the future. That's fortune telling. That's a little bit different, right? But it's not, and so often this isn't going to be something that you're going to be able to control. You're going to learn to be able to get to the place where the images are clear that you're receiving, not necessarily control when you get the messages, because the Spirit's going to send you the messages whenever it feels you need to get the messages, right? I'm having really bad allergies today. Okay. Yes. Well, and so deja vu falls into a couple of categories, but yes, it does fall into, so that's that post-cognition generally with deja vu. It does fall into some of the other gifts that we'll cover, but yes, it can be a sign of clairvoyance. Okay, so I'm going to share, I have not updated this sales page yet to just have Spiritual Gifts Intensive on it. So it actually has Soul Alchemy 12, which has already started. But if you know that you're in on this, you know that you want in on the Spiritual Gifts Intensive, here is the link, and you can scroll down the page to learn more about Spiritual Gifts Intensive, the 12-week program that will literally, you can be dropped in at any time. It's already going. There's already an amazing group of women in there. I talked about that. The program is $777 for one payment, or with a payment plan, it's $1,111. So, and it's payments, right? And there are payment plans available. You can create your own payment plan. Like, I'm super flexible. So if this program's calling to you and you know you need to be in the Spiritual Gifts Intensive, there is the link. Click on that, scroll about halfway down the lead page, and you'll get to the information on the Spiritual Gifts Intensive. And if you need a special payment plan or payment arrangement, reach out to me. I'm happy to work with you on that. I think that's all I have. Does anyone have questions? Questions about clairvoyance, questions about the program? I will tell you that many of the women on this live stream are in the program. And they're probably watching this live stream as part of their homework because they were supposed to rewatch all the live streams and then they got deleted. And so they couldn't. Any questions? Any questions? All right. Well, I love you guys. I hope this content was valuable. Yes, Joyce, I'm so excited you're here too. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. So, and also, those of you that are in Soul Alchemy 12 that did not sign up for the Spiritual Gifts program, you have the ability to add on the Spiritual Gifts program, and you still get the super reduced combo rate. So if you are in Spiritual Gifts if you were in Soul Alchemy 12 and you did not sign up for the Soul Alchemy Intensive, Soul Alchemy Intensive, and you want to add it on, you can do that now. So telling you, like, it's going to be amazing. All right. Well, I love you guys. Have an amazing Friday. I will be back with content tomorrow. We are going to be talking about claircognizance, which is my dominant. And we will be doing that at... Oh, no, I'm lying. We're not doing claircognizance. We're doing clairempathy, which is the one that is so many people have and a lot of people want to get rid of. We're doing clairempathy tomorrow at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. And then I'm actually doing a Spiritual Gifts Q&A call right after. So if you jump in on the program right now, you can be part of that Spiritual Gifts Q&A call with me tomorrow at 3 p.m. So sign up if you haven't. It's good shit. And have a great night. And I love you all. Oh my gosh. You know what? No, I have to show this. Where is it? Where did it go? So the other me, Leah Steele, who is an amazing business coach for professional women. She lives in London. She also makes fabulous, amazing jewelry. And she started making pendulums. And I bought one of her pendulums, and I have been waiting patiently for this beautiful pendulum to arrive from England. And I was starting to get nervous because it hadn't gotten here yet, and I'm leaving in 1 week from today. Look how gorgeous this is. It's this beautiful aquamarine pearlescent resin. Is that not just ridiculous? So she makes these amazing pendulums. They're ridiculously inexpensive, but it is amazing. Yep. So Leah Steele, when you watch this replay, I don't think you're asleep. I don't know why you're not on here. When you watch this replay, post links to your amazing pendulums and let these people order them because they are amazeballs. Her company is called Rogue Jewels. That's her cute little logo right there. Rogue Jewels. Leah Steele, the other me. We're identical twins. Okay, I love you guys. Have a great night. Mwah.